unknown centuries later is when our story begins.
How is it that I might help you?
Farlo Bastaya!
Cut them apart! Break them! Ratuskit! Barbardo!
And aside from tennis, we're back.
Wait, are we actually streaming now?
Yep, we're starting right now.
Oh, I'm a
We
doofus.
didn't start with the back and forth tennis conversation. That thing was all.
But we are
behind.
now.
But we are now. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Quelmar Realm, and we are back today with session 2 of year 2 of Quelmar First Class, our D&D Hogwarts Strixhaven-esque adventure in the Underdark of Quelmar. And it is a joyous time for us to be students here at Catharta Academy as we're learning to do magics and stuff. And actually, really, our first adventure here is cleaning, or rescuing a cleaning crew, or cleaning a rescue crew. We don't really.
Someone's got to do the cleaning, and I hope it's not us.
Yeah. So far, the most efficient cleaner in this cleaning crew isn't the cleaning crew or the party. It is Guillaume, an invisible servant. And
we love Guillaume.
Yep,
such a conversationalist.
Quietly the backbone of our organization. Hello, everyone. I'm Kyle. I'll be the DM tonight. And let's go around and meet all our players and their characters. And we'll do a quick little recap of session 1. And then we'll hop right back into the action because we are starting with action. And speaking of starting with action, let's start up this pumped, hat-covered adventure. Rachel, can you introduce yourself and Graham Wish to us today, please?
Yeah, sure. Hi, I'm Rachel. This is actually my first online campaign I've ever played in. And Graham Wish is a grandmotherly walking rotting log who is just here to learn more about life and death and why they are alive today.
Oh, wow, that's deep. That's deep, from what we've seen from Graham Mush so far. They're very inquisitive and apparently very curious. About life, death, and the cycle. Speaking of the cycle, the news cycle has to be represented here at Quelmar, and we have yet to really dive in to how the students and the faculty get their news here. But I'm sure Nell and Ace will be more than happy to help us in that regard eventually. So Nell, can you introduce yourself and Ace to us today, please?
Yeah, absolutely. Hi, I'm Nell. I've played in online games. That's all I do because I live in lonely New York City where there are no other Quelmar people aside from my roommate. And I play Ace Grimes, a wannabe reporter, divination wizard from the grand old underground city of Nightjar. They're excited to be getting the inside scoop on this bot story, cleaning up the streets and the school at the same time. They don't support cleaning up the streets. I don't know why I said that.
That's okay, because we're not even cleaning up the streets. It's all okay. We're cleaning up a nice wholesome cottage, and the guest room. And one thing or one person that's definitely not a guest around these parts is Erica and Morchella. Erica, can you introduce yourself and Morchella to us today, please?
Yeah. Hi, I'm Erica. I'm playing Morchella, the half-orc druid. Both of us use she, her pronouns, and Marcella is, yeah, definitely not about being clean. She prefers to roll around in dirt most of the time, and when she's not doing that, she likes to throw punches. And then that's her character.
That's it right there. It's all wrapped up.
That's
Yeah. Awesome. Well, someone who has yet to throw a punch in the game. I'm sure there's been many frustrated Francis inspired punches in real life, but Guillaume is handling all that in game. He has an underground invisible fight club on the weekends. We'll talk about it later. But anyway,
Guillaume, go fight that guy for me.
yeah, Guillaume is he's an all around perfect companion. But another all around perfect companion, Jeff. Can you introduce yourself and Francis to us today, please?
That's so sweet. Hi, I'm Jeff. I use he/they pronouns, and my character I'm playing is Francis Langford. Uses she/her pronouns. Is an elf who is a former chorus girl turned aspiring inventor from Jewel Spar. What more do you need to know?
Okay.
No, nothing. That's yeah. It's very, very aspiring, and someone else. I guess is going to be a weird transition. Someone else who is very aspiring is Bree, and Bree's not here with us today because she's doing final stuff. She's aspiring to do something and better herself, and she's there. But she is represented with a pile of books, and as she's studying not only as Bree but apparently as Finola as well. We'll NPC pilot Finola for this one, and then I'm sure she will have things to go do, right? Because there's lots of students here. We're just focusing on our stories, and from time to time we'll have students that don't have the spotlight on them, but that doesn't mean they're not elsewhere in the university doing other things. So Finola is going to be a little quiet today, but I'm sure we'll see more of her. And the one good thing is that we did touch a little bit on her background. We did a little flashback of her why she's here, and because we're all here, this is essentially like a Saturday detention, right? As we're supposed to help clean up the guest quarters here at Catharta Academy. And, we all did individual bad things to get us here, and bad, maybe subjective. But we're going to kind of touch on a few of those, as well as deal with the current state of events here in this guest cottage, as we've kind of went around and found the cleaning constructs that were sent in by the university to clean this pocket dimension. It's guest quarters, but it's a cottage in the middle of a makeshift little forest clearing in a dimension. So this is supposed to be like a nice little serene place for dignitaries or important people that are visiting the academy to go to. And our party was designated, hey, go find out what happened to the cleaning crew and just make sure it gets done. Whether you clean it yourselves or you get the cleaning crew back on task, make sure it gets done. Well, we've done a pretty good job of locating most of the constructs that were in charge of cleaning here. First, we met Kevin, the campus guide who they enlisted to come help clean.
Our best friend.
Protect Kevin.
Yeah, protect Kevin at all costs.
This is a Kevin Stan channel now.
And Kevin is, Kevin was repaired and seemed grateful and willing to pretty much do whatever was asked of him. But he's asked to go continue cleaning, which he's trying to the best he can in his damaged condition.
He's doing so good, and we're so proud of him.
Kevin's going to enjoy the good reports sent back for him. We met a little tiny robot, a little bulb, but like light bulb shaped robot / construct who was actually still functioning, but looks like there was an attempt to tamper with it. It's going around like zapping. It's like Roombaing the living room here in the cottage. Kevin's outside, or was outside, or no, he is outside. He's outside making little moosh piles of all the yuckiness outside. And then we heard sounds coming from upstairs, the bedroom, the loft area here in the cottage. And as we went up, we found that there was a tiny little spider who looks like it's meant to, mend and clean fabrics and, like probably do the beds and the curtains and whatnot, and do like little minor cleaning things. But that little spider had something wrong with it. There was a little tiny pink gem on the back of the spider. It looked like a tick, like or a pink gem A little construct built around a pink gem on the back of the spider. I know. There's layers. It's an onion. It's an onion spider. Because there was a little tiny thing that was warping the spider. It might have been what was trying to mess up Kevin.
It was made
might
out
have
of
been.
silverware or something from the cafeteria.
That's right. That's right. It was investigated that the materials made the frame of this little construct, this little pink gemmed construct, were made from the same material used for the silverware in the Cathartic Cafe. So our party freed that little spider and made it stop being a mini jerk and like throwing needles and stuff in the back of the other construct we met, which is a wooden donkey, a literal. Wow, I can't show the stream. Darn. Yeah, a literal wooden construct animated donkey made out of like a barrel and some other wooden parts. Very makeshift, very makeshift. This is my first construct, Fisher Price, Fisher Price construct making. But yet there's still 2 other constructs to be found. But it just so happens that the only place we haven't visited yet in this cottage is the kitchen. So the party made their way downstairs, some on foot and some on donkey back, made their way downstairs, and we're heading to the kitchen. And that's Grand Mush, it seemed like such a good idea, but wooden donkey feet on stairs just didn't fare out so well. We are making our way with the help of Marcella, making us these little platforms that she's making out of the soil she extrudes from the grossness that's all over everything in this little realm.
It's only marginally less gross.
True, because it's still dirt and mud, but it's less gross than some of the other biohazard stuff that's in the muck here. As described in session 1, this whole realm, someone seems to have been funneling everything that gets removed from the spell prestidigitation, right? It's a spell in D&D where you can like magically take all the dirt and grime and grossness off of something, usually yourself, your clothes, or an object. But where does it go? No one knows. But for right now, we know over the last few days it's been coming here. So
Francis is like, it's okay. I got Ace's gloves, and they're just waist deep in biohazard.
Yeah, it's
oh,
great.
right! I did give you my little gloves. My little.
It's okay. I got
gloves.
protection.
Yeah, little sanitary gloves. Yeah.
Your hands are the most important part, doll. Keep them clean.
Have them, but don't use them. That would be gross. So we're heading into the kitchen, the only place that we haven't been yet. Marcella is spearheading the crew into the kitchen, and Marcella, you step into the threshold to the kitchen, and as we left off last week, there's something sharp comes into your view. Before we find out what that object is and why it's coming directly towards your face, this is, I don't want to say you deserve this, because Marcella, you don't deserve this. Okay. As much of a, brute and bully that she can be, she doesn't deserve this, but Marcella, this does kind of remind you, and I know it does, of what brought you here, or what got sent you here on this detention. Can you tell us a little bit why you're here? Why are you here on a Saturday in detention in magical school?
Yeah. So, in true flashback form, with the pointy object inches away from Marcella's face, it's transported into the image of her own fist, but in someone else's face. What you see is a bedridden dwarven girl. She's pale, she's sickly, there's a little bit of a cold sweat on her brow. She looks upset, but also like too weak to respond to Marcella's bullying because she's been basically interrogated and then robbed because of her presumed association with some eldritch bomb nonsense. And it turned out she was totally innocent in all of these dealings, but still, she remembered. And when she got the strength back from recovering from the eldritch bomb sickness, she went directly to the orderlies and let them know about the half-orc that took away her dumbbells while she was sick in the hospital.
That is true. That is very true. There was some robbery, and there was some accusations, and there were some incidences at the end of year one. There was an incident, and all the students would know this. There was an incident with a substance used at the school called Eldritch Bomb. It's used to magically fortify some of the equipment and things around the institution, and it's relatively harmless. It's kind of like abjuration magic in a bomb, but someone tainted it, and it started to make the students sick, and then it started to make the faculty sick. But some students in your class, and well, they're now year two students, but year one students at the time, and Morchella included, found out where this, how this nefarious thing was going down. And unfortunately, along the way, there was some questioning and bullying, and Morchella, yeah. So you got a hold of Greta. I think her name was Greta, right?
I think it was Greta, yeah.
Uh,
Greta's dumbbells.
yes, yeah, Greta. Oh, I got Greta Gurin. Greta Gurin? Yeah, Greta Gurin. That's the student's name. Um,
Both of
Greta.
them.
Here we go. Greta Gurin was the student who was she was in the athletics department, kind of helping out at the would normally help out at the training grounds or proving grounds. And yeah, Marcella took her weights while she was in the hospital because it was believed that she was part of this because the Eldritch Bomb she had a hand in dishing it out. So
And
when
they're
that
nice weights.
So how did that? So when that retribution came to pass, Marcella, recently, how did that initiate?
I assume some of those gargoyles probably went and knocked at her door, uh, leaving the note behind. That it was kind of one of those self-reading notes. Like you can read it, but if you decided not to, it would read itself to you. Like you had no option but to hear what it had to say. And it was just like administrative, blah blah blah. You're gonna go to detention, but she wasn't paying attention to that because the two gargoyles came along to get the dumbbells back, and she was fighting them. That she couldn't. The magical power was too strong. Like she couldn't keep them in her room. The gargoyles took them back, flew away, and then she was left to read the note and see her detention orders.
Awesome. Yeah, yeah. So in case everybody doesn't know, for our year two students, there are the university uses or the academy uses small little gargoyles. They're kind of like they act like gargoyles, but they look like pseudo dragons. So these tiny little gargoyles that deliver messages and do the university's, they're the university's hands out across the campus.
I
Um,
have one.
uh, they would strongly object to most of that. As Morcella knows, they're all about business, and she tried to stop them from their job. And yeah, there was a tussle. But thankfully, none of the gargoyles were really hurt, and Morcella wasn't really hurt. But yes, you did eventually find the letter stating, "Hey, it's detention time." And even your fight with Greta or your tussle with the gargoyles does not warrant what's happening now. Marcella, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh no.
Those are
Alright.
fun. Wait, are
What
they?
is she? I remember she had okay dexterity. Oh,
Yeah, dexterity.
oh, nice.
Oh, wow.
17.
Okay. All right. Whew. It's first it looks like a pointed object, but then you can see as something comes, it would be you're walking through the doorway into the kitchen, and the kitchen is one long rectangular room that takes up the whole back, probably a third or more of this cottage. And as you step into the doorway, and most things come into view of the kitchen, except for right to your immediate left, that's where it comes from. A swinging object, first looking like a pendulum on a long pole, but you notice the end is not actually a pendulum end, but an axe head. And this
Oh, shit.
axe, this like brass looking axe, comes towards your face, and you quickly whoop, you're standing on your like little dirt pads, and you quickly duck down as the axe swings where your head was only a second ago. I need everyone to roll initiative, please.
Yes.
Wait, this isn't part of the flashback?
Wait, is she having a flashback up there? Oh no, there's an axe. Yeah.
Roll initiative. Oh no, I'm
I
good at
mean-
Hey
that.
guys, can you teach me how to do this?
Oh yeah.
Oh, we're doing it in roll 20. But
We are
Yep.
starting the night strong.
So
Oh yeah, we don't
so
have
open
to.
up your character sheet. And then on the page for core, like in the middle column, there should be a thing that says initiative. Click the word, and I guess it might help if you click your icon on the map before then, but I don't
I'll
even
take-
know if all of your icons are here.
I'll take
I
care of it.
rolled 18 in
Okay.
D&D Beyond, but I gotta redo it in roll 20.
Oh no.
Roll
we go.
1d.
So you
It's
can-
just good,
Oh, I see. Oh, it worked.
and it goes in the chat.
Yeah, it's. I'll take care of getting this transitioned over here.
9. I
Well-
rolled a 9.
I rolled a 4, Jeff. So we're
Oh, we're the
Well, I
dexterous
rolled a
duo.
23, so
We're getting the
sorry
horse.
guys, I'll try to leave something for you.
You're our ace in the hole.
Oh man.
Hashtag ace in the hole.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, that's your name. I forgot.
I love that.
Okay, I will try to get
Zombie.
pictures up for y'all. All right, that's Jeff. All right, so let's go. Add turn. Jeff, what was your number?
9.
9. Okay.
Sadly, it is Jeff, and he is 9.
Marcella, what is your number?
6.
Okay. Ace
23.
and Grandmush.
4.
Okay. All right. Mystery person's number is. Let me see the stat block. 12. Wow, just high enough to be higher than everyone but Ace. All right. Well,
Rude.
it will. Yeah. What a try hard. All right. Before I put this token down
I
here.
am a try hard. Thank you very much. I do in fact try very hard at everything I do. So glad you noticed.
It's talking about
That
the
Ace
enemy,
not
but
gonna
damn.
know.
Some deep-seated stuff there. So as the axe comes into view, Morcella ducks. The rest of the party standing behind her sees this axe enter the doorway and then smack against the door frame because the handle will only go as far as the door frame. And then the head just kind of clang. It sits there and wobbles for a second before it retracts back out of view to the left side inside the kitchen. Morcella, you're standing at the threshold, so you can see what I'm about to put on here on the map. A brass-colored construct, humanoid in shape, probably about 6 feet tall, with glowy pink eyes, despite the picture being having glowy green eyes. Glowy pink eyes and a tiny pink glow coming from atop of its head. It is a clockwork soldier or clockwork sentry of sorts, something to that effect. And it is not up first again with its surprise attack. So let me reset this and let's get some combat sounding stuff. There we go.
I don't like that.
There we go. As the party approaches the kitchen, Morcella is there was an attempt of an assault on Morcella. She nimbly ducks it. Morcella, you see the clockwork soldier wind up, very very rigid movements, very robotic movements, and it grabs the shaft of its axe again and is like holding it up and looking like it wants to strike at you again. Let's descending order. There we go.
Sure hope it
Ace.
doesn't.
Ace, you just happen to be right behind Morcella. And luckily, this wouldn't hit you anyway because it was the axe swing was right around like 5.5 feet in the air. But you see it right up and in front of you, and the axe go out of view again. What would you like to do?
I'm not supposed to see a battle map or anything, right? We're just on that
No.
same. Great.
No, this was gonna be theater of the mind.
Great.
Pretty
I love it. I am going to um we see this clockwork soldier here. I'm gonna do a little spit into my hand and then yeet a bolt of lightning at it. And cast Witch Bolt. That's an 8. I'd love to use my second Divine Portent to change that to a 14 plus 5 should be a 19. And then I'm out of
Okay.
my Divine Portents, but I figure I gotta make a good impression here.
That's true. It's important to use your portents, and it's good.
Use them or lose them, right?
Good. First, okay, so 19 total, easily. Okay, so you are, as if there's not enough grossness in this room. You spit. You say spit in your hand, and you throw it out as a witch bolt.
Yeah, I just baseball pitch.
He's asking which bolt.
Which bolt?
Which bolt to throw? Okay, go ahead and. Oh yeah, you already made the attack. 19.
That was a beautiful 12 points of damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to just back up a few feet. I want to stay within 30 feet of it, but I would like to put every single one of my companions in between me and this thing.
Cool. Why is this not letting me have bubbles? I want bubbles above the thing's head so I can track its health. You said 12 points of damage, right?
Are we supposed to? I'm not supposed to see it, right?
What? The bubbles?
The soldier?
Oh, that's why.
I don't see it either.
Oh, that's why. It's on the wrong. I was on like freaking WoW.
Oh, that okay. That I was great.
Not World of Warcraft.
Derp. All right. All of this that I've been doing this entire time, which is not a lot, but it's not being seen. So let's copy and then paste that over in the object layer instead of the lighting layer.
Oh, hey.
Yeah. It turns out there was
Oh my god, I'm so tiny.
I got all of your tokens and everything, and it was just on the wrong layer.
That is a grand much.
I cannot control my token. I don't know if that matters.
That's okay. It doesn't matter for this. It was just
perfect.
for me.
Then I'm gonna back up, staying within 30 feet. Actually, I'm afraid it's gonna try to move, so I'm not. I'll stay right behind Grand Mush. Then there's one body in between me and that thing, but I can keep the lightning going.
Okay. Yeah. The tokens on there were just for me to get you guys on the initiative tracker.
Perfect.
And yeah, okay.
And as G Bill, why does Mochella get 2 tokens?
That's not fair. Okay, let's see here. Awesome. All right, here we go. As you throw the witch bolt, your magical loogie at the clockwork soldier, and what damage is that? Is that necrotic or what kind
lightning,
of lightning damage? Cool. You throw it at the clockwork soldier as it has the axe raised above its head, and it stuns it and knocks it backwards. It takes a few wobbly steps backwards. I'm assuming that you stepped through the threshold to do this, so that you had actual view of the thing because it was like hiding around the corner.
Yes, I'll step through.
As you step through now. You step through the threshold. You kind of like walk, squeeze around Morchella, step through this threshold. What do you do? Do you stay in the kitchen? Do you keep moving, or do you go back outside the kitchen?
I'll stay. I need to keep it within 30 feet, so I'll just kind of back up a little bit and hope someone else comes in.
Okay.
So I'm staying in the kitchen though, so I can see him and stay within 30 feet.
Okay, so you kind of keep a little bit of distance away from the soldier and back up a little farther away in the kitchen. Okay, and I was wrong. It's not an axe. It's a halberd. Okay. Oh, this is okay. That's brutal. All right. Let's see here. It is the clockwork soldier's turn, and it is going to recover its stance. And
I'm so tiny and harmless.
It says in a very I can't do it with somewhat of a French accent. It's a retreat from the kitchen or perish. Ah! And it swings again at Morchella.
Yes. Are you a friend of Guillaume?
They went to the same uni, but they don't. Other than that, they don't know. Let's see here. +4. Morchella.
Yeah, that hits.
The soldier, despite moving in a very very goofy manner, lashes out with surprising speed. And as it does some damage. 1d10 plus 2. Okay.
Oh man.
Yeah, like we're so used to every other campaign. It's like, oh, that's not that much. And this, it's like, that could be most of my health.
That's half.
Right. The axe comes
Right.
down, and despite Ace's immediate help, it's not enough to distract the clockwork soldier from taking a chunk out of your shoulder. It a large piece of flesh is carved away from your shoulder, and you begin to bleed. You bleed your own blood, of course, but the soldier then immediately winds up again for another attack. Although it doesn't,
Jesus.
it only has one, but
Okay.
yeah, but it's winding up to get ready for its next attack.
All right.
I guess after it after it does its first attack, it says, "You shall never dirty another dish again," and winds up for its second attack. So who is next? Jeff, Francis, go right ahead.
Okay. The construct lifts up his axe, and Francis shouts out, "Watch it, you bucket of gulps held together with gaffer tape," and casts Vicious Mockery.
Oh, it's more damaging than that.
Roll 1d4. Whoa! That's a very large token.
Franny, what's going on, Franny?
Roll a 1.
Taking over the ship. Wow. Okay. Well, wait, does it roll a save or is it
Oh, sorry, I forgot. It has to roll a wisdom save first. Ignore me.
Okay.
I don't play bards very often.
That's okay.
Not funny enough.
Wisdom is 0. So that works out. Well, your 1 is matched, sir. And
Okay.
let's see here. Good news and bad news. The good news is it obviously failed to save and is going to get what, a minus D4 or disadvantage on its next attack or something
It's
like
a disadvantage on the next attack, yeah.
that? Okay.
And 1d4 psychic damage.
And 1d4 psychic damage. The bad news is that it does not look like your words, though distracting, don't damage the construct.
Oh no, it's dumb. Too dumb
Oh
to be
no.
insulted.
Too dumb to be
Well, how dare
That's my next Vicious Mockery.
How dare but
You're
the
too dumb to be
effect,
insulted.
even though it doesn't take the psychic damage, the effect still happens. So it is still distracted by your hurtful words.
That's a fair compromise.
Okay. Anything else for Francis?
No. What more can I do?
Okay. Morchella, you now have a retaliation round with the fresh memory of that punch in mind. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna retaliate, even though it's like one turn later. I don't use dishes, and then she's gonna cast Earth Tremor under its feet, I guess.
Nice. Okay, DC 12 dex save. I can't wait to see how he reacts to this. What's his dex? I think it was 1, right? Yep. 1.
Oh, and then if it hits, I'm gonna do more damage. Oh no, wait, no, that's the correct amount. Yeah.
Oh, that's definitely gonna fail.
All right, 6 bludgeoning.
Okay. Let me keep track of the damage here.
I don't know what my next move's gonna be.
Does it go prone? Isn't there like an no damage, not knocked prone? Oh, if it passes. So it gets knocked prone with Earth Tremor, right?
Da-na-na-na-na.
Usually there is an accompanying
Yep, it's knocked prone.
Okay. It failed. And as you make this entire cottage shake, but particularly so right underneath the soldier's feet. The halberd, the weight of the end of the halberd and its awkward stance to begin with makes it topple backwards. And instead of like doing a whoa whoa whoa, it just does like a lumbering and falls over on its back, and it begins to like pivot and make these weird metallic clicking sounds as it's trying to right its stance and get on its feet. But for right now, it is prone and took some damage. Very nice. So it is vulnerable right now.
Yeah.
Marcella, anything else? And are you still blocking the doorway?
I'll take a 5-foot step to let people in
Okay.
to the next nearest lily pad.
Okay. That's true. Well, here's the thing. You can take one more step because that's like what you created. But beyond that, there are no more pads in. There's no pads in the kitchen because you haven't had time to come in here and make them. Ace is standing in like ankle deep muck right now.
Would you qualify it as loose earth or stone?
There is loose earth in the gross like layer of grossness on the floor, but no, the floor of this building is not
Is it difficult terrain?
No,
Okay.
there's not that much. There's like 3 inches of muck on the floor. It's not waist deep or knee high or anything.
Because one of the effects is it makes the terrain more difficult, but it's like not enough dirt to like mess up, I guess.
Oh, okay. You can make the terrain difficult underneath the soldier. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you can do that. Yeah, you can say like the floor just kind of like began to crumble and break up beneath its feet. And yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I thought you meant is it inherently right now because of the grossness?
The gross, yeah.
Okay. Very nice, very nice. Now that the clockwork soldier is vulnerable, let's go ahead and Grandmush, what would you like to do? You see the party kind of filtering into the kitchen, and you can kind of peer in and see this construct on its back flailing. What would you like to do?
I think that Grandmush got surprised when the initial like hack came through. And so they went, oh, and puffs of spores came out of all the mushrooms on their back.
Who's standing behind?
And so the construct, this is a circle of spores druid thing, needs to make a con save.
Okay. Are you going in the room, or I guess I should say, how far is your aura?
It's 10 feet. Do I need to move forward?
Yes, because it would have it's attacking the doorway, which is 10 feet away from it. So you would have to get inside beyond Marcella.
Okay, well then that still happens. Grandmush gets surprised and little spores pop out of all of their mushrooms. But nothing happens, actually. And then they will follow Ace into the room by giving a little pat on the butt of the donkey. And like, come along. And they'll move in next to Ace. I'll get off the donkey if I need to. And they'll be like, oh no, this just won't do. And they're gonna cast Entangle to try and restrain the prone thing.
Soldier. Okay. Yep. No problem. Okay. What is that? Is that a dex save or wisdom?
It is a strength save.
Oh, strength. That's right. Okay. What's your strength and what you know?
I don't know if being prone affects any of their saves or anything.
It doesn't for this particular one, but oh, poopy. Okay. Entangle doesn't have damage, right?
No, it doesn't.
Okay. What is your DC?
It's only 12.
Okay. And is there a subsequent effect if it passes? Like, is there something?
Yes. It just turns a 20-foot square around the monster into difficult terrain.
Okay. Do we want we can make? I would think that Grand Mush would make that part of the kitchen, that like end of the kitchen, all the difficult terrain, and not have it underneath us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So yeah, you see Morchella has essentially like erupted the earth beneath the construct, and you've come in and these vines lash up and try to keep it and pull it down to the ground.
It's all mushrooms.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So instead of the hardy fibers of plants, this is why you need plants in your diet, kids. The hardy fibers of plants that would normally be able to grasp this construct and keep it down, these little mushrooms like start to grow up, and they're just these cute little mushy. Yeah, they're just so mushy.
They're just not strong enough.
Yeah, they're not strong enough to hold it, and the thrashing construct breaks free of the mush. But in also the bunch of mushrooms begin to grow up all over the place around the ground, and they look like you might have to start wading through those. You don't want to get them stuck between your toes.
Oh, that was a new one. I apologize. I'm still learning this. I haven't quite gotten the hang of that one.
You hear from the other room, from the dining room. I'm Kevin. In response to your, since nobody answered Grand Mush, Kevin gave his 2 cents in. Okay, Grand Mush. Anything else on your turn?
Nope.
Okay, gotcha. Let's see here. Sorry, if there was head shaking, I was hopping back between Roll20 and Vidya Ninja, and did not see. All right, where are we at here? 23. Back up to the top of the order. Ace. It looks like this thing can hit hard, but fortunately, right now it's just rolling around on the floor, not doing much. What would you like to do?
Well, my witch bolt is still active, so I'm just gonna kind of and that's 5 points of damage to it, and that is all I can do.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to stand right behind Grand Mush. I'm very small. Maybe he won't see me.
Okay. Yep. So you're huddling over by Grand Mush, and you have that link, that Witch Bolt link connection, and you just reinforce that. You think about the lightning loogie, and more energy just channels into the face, the spittle on the face of this construct, and it just it's got a little shock therapy going on,
Perfect.
Okay. Next up, it is the construct's turn. Morchella, you are closest to this creature at the moment. Make a perception check, please. Damn.
22. Nice.
Okay. As the creature stands up, as the construct stands up out of the mushroom crusted floor is all uneven now. It manages to wiggle itself up, and with clicking motions stand up on its feet and get its halberd back up in a fighting position. As it's standing up, and it kind of brings its head upward, you notice on top of its head a pink glow, very small center, a small piece of something pink and glowing nestled on the top of its cranium. You can't really see it from the front once the creature finally stands up, because it has almost like a helmet adornment right here on the top of its head, but it is behind that on top of the cranium. Probably easy to miss if you didn't have the eagle eye that Morchella has. Okay. The construct stands up, and unfortunately, Morchella, you are still within arm's reach. But wait, it has a thing. Stand by. Oh, it has magic resistance? What the F?
Oh,
okay.
Fuck.
Rude.
It forgot. DM error in favor of players. All right. Let's see here. It has a thing. What's the thing? Oh. Okay. It's going to do its thing. It's going to step forward very slowly because it can only move. It can only move a few feet because of the floor that that Grand Mush made, and also the erupted crap that it's standing on, and because it had to stand up. So it's essentially down to only a few feet of movement. It steps forward just close enough to reach Morchella and Grand Mush. And I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry, but it's going to do its thing. And its thing is called Overdrive Flurry. The soldier
That sounds bad.
The soldier makes 4 halberd attacks. After taking this action, it is stunned until the end of its next turn.
Holy shit.
No.
Wait,
Don't like it.
I had a question, DM. Is standing up not like a full action anymore?
No, it's half your movement.
Frick. Okay.
That's why it's only able to move a few feet forward. But because it has a 10-foot reach, it's able to reach Grandmush. And Ace is right behind Grandmush, so it can't reach Ace. And Francis has yet to come in the room. And Finola is upstairs talking to the spider that is fixing the bed. They're having a conversation.
Not the donkey.
Not the donkey. Fortunately, donkey is just standing around, followed you in the room, just kind of standing there, has no idea what combat is or that it should be doing anything right now.
That's good. It shouldn't.
Okay. 4
Did it
attacks. 2 against Morchella and 2 against Grandmush.
Wait, sorry.
Yes.
I don't know. I don't think I need to activate this.
Oh, what you got?
A creature started its turn within 10 feet of me, right?
Yes. 10 feet.
Yeah. Oh, it takes Halo of Spores damage.
Oh, okay.
I was actually about to say the same thing. As soon as it takes a swing, Grimer's just gonna go, ah! And more spores are gonna pop out.
Yeah. Morchella also will have like a small little like and then like spores are gonna shake out of her hair. It looks like dandruff.
Nervous spore spawn.
The hormones of these kids at this academy. It's so gross. Okay. Cool. What is the spore damage?
It needs to make a con saving throw first.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, so have it do 2 of them.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, does it have to start its turn, or can it get it when it enters? Because
it costs you a reaction either way, so you can only do it once.
Okay, so you do it. Okay, gotcha. We're good. Okay. That's good. I just want to make sure because it doesn't start within 10 feet of Grandmush, but it does move into 10 feet of
Grandmush.
Grandmush.
Or enters.
Okay. Yeah. Good. So 2 con saves. The first one is I'll remember the magical resistance. What's the con? Oh, it's got a hardy constitution. All right. First one, this is for Marcella. 18.
Yeah,
and
passes.
Second one is for Grandmush. 21.
That's a pass. We are level 2.
Yeah, and this is a clockwork soldier at a magic university, so it was designed to resist magics, but there are certain things that get away, and unfortunately for this thing, it's still kind of distracted by the hurtful things that Francis said, because its first attack here, which will be towards Morchella, its first attack is going to be with disadvantage from the was it cutting words? I think it was cutting words.
No, it was vicious mockery.
Vicious mockery. There we go. As it winds up, it takes a glance around. It's kind of like surveying how many of you there are, and it looks out and sees Francis. Okay. And it goes to chopping. The first one is Wobbly. It is now freshly on its feet and just getting into the action. Wobbly chop number 1. Disadvantage. What the baloney.
Am I reading that right?
Yeah.
Oh, freaking no. So that was, because you can't see it in the stream, but that's 2 nat 20s in a row.
Yeah. That was disadvantage.
Anyone have any healing, just out of curiosity?
Oh, nope, it's not.
I actually do.
Oh, wait, hang on. I have Silvery Barbs. Fuck, I'll use my last spell slot. That's fine. I'll cast Silvery Barbs to make it reroll one more time.
Okay. That is that's a very good move. Because I don't, that's gross. Okay, cool.
All right, my Witch Bolt is gone now.
Rerolling.
Oh,
Here we go.
is my bow gone? I don't think it is.
Who beats
I don't think so.
ties?
Well, I
Morchella,
have
what?
it's concentration. No, it's still up.
Yeah, it's still up because Silvery Barbs isn't concentration.
No.
Okay, Morchella. Though it's not a natural 20, does a 16 hit?
16 definitely hits.
All right.
We're doing meets it beats it, right?
Yep. Yeah. It's meter beat armor class. 5 points of slashing damage as the
Gotcha.
halberd. Like there's so many efforts going in here. It's distracted by Francis. Ace starts yelling things, and it's almost sensory overload, but not quite enough to keep it from bringing the axe down. But luckily, it's enough to keep from bringing the axe down on your head. So you do manage to, as you're trying to dodge out of the way, it does manage to catch you on the leg, and the halberd does slice into you quite a bit. And unfortunately, it does get one more or another attack on you before it moves on to Grandmush, or as it's moving on. Like it's just kind of moving and going as it's walking around. And
Mario with the hammer.
yeah. Oh, good. Okay. Whoo. Morchella, the second attack isn't quite as successful.
Oh goodness.
As the soldier is walking in through the muck and working its way through, trying to work its way into like the middle of all of you, Morchella, it's starting to slash down on you. It gets you with the first cut, and out of its mouth opens up, and just like there's no lips or anything, so it just opens up and says, "You savage! Use plates, use silverware, wash yourself." And it starts slashing at you, and then as it takes 2 chops at you, it immediately pivots over and keeps walking forward towards Grandmush. Grandmush, it's going to give its other two attacks out of its overdrive flurry at you. And first attack does a 12 hit.
No.
Yes. Awesome. Okay. As you see it coming, so you have plenty of time to kind of move around and react. I'm going to assume an 18 does.
Mm-hmm.
You're able to move and react, but when you go to back up to dodge away from the second attack, you find that there's a little person behind you hiding, and you bump into Ace and are unable to dodge the second attack, and it hits for 12 points of slashing damage. Yikes! Yeah, that's it's pretty gross. But as it hits you, the axe comes down, hits the sludge. Ace, I'm sorry. You were able to like get away from all the attacks and everything, but as this thing's axe comes down in the muck beside you, it splashes up, and it would be your left flank gets covered in yucky nastiness that is kicked up from the floor as the axe buries itself. As the axe goes down in the mush, the construct goes, must protect the kitchen, and it like short circuits, and it stands there still with its axe in the floor. It is temporarily stunned. Whose turn is it next? Let's see here. Okay, Francis, you're up.
It's stunned.
Yep.
Okay.
It's flurry ability gives it 4 attacks, but it stuns it until its next the end of its next turn, because
All right. Who took the heavy hit? That was Morticia.
Morchella.
Yeah, that was me.
Sorry, I'm thinking of Adam's Family or something.
Yeah.
Morchella.
I don't need healing.
Okay.
It's fine.
You don't?
Yeah, I'll be okay. No, I
How
don't.
fucking buff are you at level 2?
No, I have a bunch of wild shape. It's okay.
Okay. In that case, Francis is going to be very. Wait. No. Also, Grandmush took damage though too. On it. Okay. Is Francis is taken aback by the? Was like, oh, it just froze up. Audience just froze up. I'm gonna. Francis is gonna rush in and tap Grandmush with the cure wounds.
That's twice in one day. Thank you, my friend.
I forgot I did that last time too. Yeah. Please try to take better care of yourself. Also, don't die.
Woody and I thank you.
Okay. I'm
No.
rolling for it.
The mule, the horse is just or mule.
D8 plus 2 for. Okay. Oh, take 10 healing.
Yeah,
Sick.
that's almost back up to full. Sweet. Okay.
And I'm gonna run back because like I'm no good in this room.
Okay.
If that X comes for me, I'm dead.
Yeah. Francis, you hop in, heal, hop back out to safety. Okay.
Now's my chance.
Okay. Morchella, back to you. This thing has assaulted you twice now. You've taken some hits, more before. You fought a mimic for Pete's sake, but this thing is giving you some bad licks. But it is temporarily frozen in time for some reason.
Yeah. All right. Well, I don't really want to stay in this bloodied form, so I'm gonna wild shape into a boar to add a little insult to industry to this clean freak, and then next turn I'm gonna ram into it.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna get to the other corner of the room. Like, am I able to get like 20 feet away from it?
No. I mean, you would
Okay,
be if you would be if you went to its corner of the room, but if you do that, then you have to walk through all the difficult terrain and then run back through all the difficult terrain from Entangle. So you can go on your side. We could say it's close to 20 feet. I your charge thing, it's going to be enough to work.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna move to another corner of the room and then just kind of like around in the filth and get ready for my next turn.
Okay. You you get a little Pumbaa going on. You're over in the corner, getting ready to launch yourself forward.
Yep.
And okay.
When I was a young warthog.
There we go. Yeah, only like 5 seconds old.
By the way, Disney now owns our account.
Oh, demonetized. Thanks, Jeff. They got us. Okay, Grandmush, you're up.
Grandmush is going to hop down off Woody and see if it's possible to disarm this creature.
Mhm.
Is the halberd a part of their being, or can I just take it?
It's not a part of their being. They are holding it, and it's grasped in place, but it's not. It is a weapon. It's not fixed on them. So I would say it would probably be like an athletics check. We'd set a standard DC. You can try to yank it out of its cold, lifeless hand. Only lifeless because it's not. It's a construct.
Sorry, I'm still learning.
That's okay.
roll.
Or you could do other things. It's all. The amazing part about it is we just make the shit up. So if Grandmush wants to go over and start pulling it out of its
that
hand.
works.
Okay. If it's going to be an athletics check. Oh, okay. I'll set the
Did
DC afterwards. That's okay. It was
sorry.
It was only going to be 13, so that's fine.
Oh, great. Okay.
Yeah. I don't have to it's worse if I say, okay, the DC is, oh, you failed it. Well, now it looks like I just made it up higher so that you would fail it. Nope, it was going to be 13. So, okay.
I'll be like, let me just take that from you.
Construct never moves.
Thank you, darling.
Make a
I give him a
perception.
little pat.
You pat it on its head. As you pat the construct on its head, make a perception check with advantage.
I don't know how to do advantage in roll 20.
That's fine. Just roll it twice. It's fine.
Okay. Did that work? Accidentally. Oh yeah, that did work.
Yes,
19.
it did. Oh wow, they're both good. Okay. You also, like I explained to Morchella earlier, you also see this little tiny glowing pink light, especially since the head of the soldier is dipped down because it ended its swing against you onto the ground. So as you're patting it on its head, you're like, oh, there's a little glowy pink light on top of its head, similar to the light coming out of its eyes.
Okay. I mentioned this to the others. I'll give him a little pat pat and be like, oh, what's this? Oh, he's got a peek hole for a third eye, I think, perhaps.
Is it thingamabob?
A thingamajigger, a kajigger.
The dingle hopper?
It just so
You know
happens
what I mean?
it's all of those things. Okay. Yep. You bring light of that to the party. Is there anything else you'd like to do, Grand Mush?
I'm assuming taking his thing took my action, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. You repping
Oh,
out of
yeah.
yeah. You had to.
No, then that's fine. I'll just stand back in front of Ace.
Okay.
And offer the halberd to them.
Okay.
Could you use this?
Ace, Grand Mush walks over and offers you the soldier's halberd. Nell?
I'm
Nellathy?
gonna uh for 7 points of lightning damage.
Bless you, child. Bless you. It's Grand Mush's
Hang
turn,
it
and
out.
it's Grand Mush's turn, and she's offering to give you the soldier's halberd that she took
Oh,
from.
you're trying to
from
give
its
it to
Banker
me?
with
I'm
lightning
like 2 feet
damage.
tall. I'm so sorry. Clearly, I was dissociated somewhere else. I'm like 2 feet tall. I will take it from you, and I have to like hold it in both hands. It's like as big as my body.
A gift for you.
Thank you. This is the probably. Oh God, what's my fucking accent? Wow, I just short circuited so hard. This is definitely one of the greatest gifts I've been given. I don't know how to use it, but I'll treasure it till my dying day.
The sharpest tool in the shed needs a sharp tool.
This is the coolest day of my life. You're so cool.
I give you a pat too.
I'm trying really hard to hold up this halberd. It's really heavy.
That's gotta be a grand compliment. The sharpest tool in the shed needs a sharp tool. Okay, well, coincidentally, it is now your turn, Ace. So you've been.
I like kind of toss it up onto my shoulders so that I still have one hand kind of free to try to shoot that lightning damage. Okay. Do you want me to re-roll it or take the 7?
No, 7's fine. Yeah, you're still linked in, and it's not moving. Yeah, that's right. That's auto damage. So we will go with that.
Wow, Grand Mush, you're officially my new idol.
There we go.
Hero. And I want to be you when I grow up.
Gonna take a long time. How old is Grand Mush?
Very old.
Very.
Trying to look for this thing's total
hey,
health.
Kevin, can you come hold my new toy for me?
You yell for Kevin, and he doesn't answer.
That's a bad sign.
I'm going to turn and use my 25 feet of movement to waddle back towards Kevin's room.
You take the halberd.
Through the muck with this halberd.
You carefully run through the muck with this halberd that is, it's over 6 feet tall, so it'd be like 8 feet long, so twice your height. So you're trying to maneuver this, and you run through the doorway, and there you see it. You see Kevin. His eyes no longer glowing, but the smile's still on his face. But he's actually not shut down or dying or anything. But the top part of him that was mended is open. And sitting there with his hands inside the construct's head is Steven.
I'm going to kill you, you little motherfucker!
What? I'm fixing your friend. Just relax. You didn't fix him all the way. Gosh. You're not even a real tinker, you are. You're not even a real tinker, you are. You don't even know. Just trying to help.
Well, you can help pull a stick out of your own ass.
That.
So you can put the halberd up it?
Oh, no.
Yeah, thank you, Grand Mush. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Listen, I don't want to go over dimensions. That's not even going to work. No, it's not right. Just give me a minute. You're fine. Do your thing. Whatever. Play in the kitchen. It's fine. I'm doing the real work here. And he's like, has this biting his tongue and getting down in there, and he looks like he has a set of tools laid out over top of Kevin. He might be fixing him. He might be turning him into a death machine. I don't know. No, but he does respond.
That's that.
Yeah. Okay, you run in there. You're just baffled, holding on to this giant axe. But yeah, the soldier does take more damage and is wearing down. It's kind of hard to tell at the moment because it's frozen in time. It doesn't really react at all. But okay. Next up, we have the soldier, which does nothing because it's stunned until the end of its turn, and then it goes and kind of begins to move again. The clockwork, the cogs inside its torso, kind of seemingly coming back to life. And the clockwork soldier stands up at full height and looks around, looks for its halberd, and then looks through the doorway and sees Ace standing in the dining room. You have disarmed me and disgraced me. How dare you? For the kitchen! And it looks like it's getting ready to run into the dining room, though it can't because it's the end of its turn when it was unstunned. Okay. Francis, you are in the dining room and see the aggressive clockwork soldier looking in your direction. What would you like to do?
Looking in my direction. Running towards me? Not yet running towards me.
Not yet, yeah. Not yet.
Well, I'm still a little bit offended that my vicious mockery was ignored. How dare you ignore my incomparable wit? So I'm going to shout back at it. Are you even listening to me? I'm talking to you. And then point and cast Fairy Fire on it.
Ooh.
As I run out of the room. To get out of the way.
He's a pretty. Okay.
That's a dex save. If it's unless he wants to be.
Are you able? It's Fairy Fire is a strict AoE, right? It's not targets chosen. It is area.
Yeah, it's a 20-foot area.
Okay.
Can I cast it at a point that it would strictly affect?
No, it is right between. It's right between Morchella and Grandmush right now, like right in the middle.
Okay, I'm doing it anyway.
Oh, sure, yeah, yep, no problem. Okay, so it is a dex save. Morchella, Grandmush, and Soldier all make a dexterity saving throw.
Freak.
Oh my god.
Oh, no. Oh, okay. Well, at least
Okay, so-
at least one of us passed.
Yeah, I attempt to light up the construct and only get Morchella.
Well, the good news is that, like, you're in school, right? So you're learning to do these things. Mistakes are going to happen, as we've seen, But as you, how does that come out for Francis? How does she project that magic, like Fairy Fire in her way?
It's a frustration. It's a stage trick on it for like drawing attention to the primary person and the scene. So it is, it's something that runs through the floor, and it's like this point of light. And I guess I aim for the construct, but I'm too frustrated. I get upset and it like swerves off and hits Morchella instead.
Okay.
And lights her up.
Yeah, like the spotlight bursts up and Morchella, you're. Ah!
It's more of like an angry little squeal because she's a boar right now. Whatever an angry pig sounds like.
No, Morchella, no, I forgot. You're safe. Remember, you moved the whole way over in the corner. You're safe. You're not in this. You're not in the AoE. I forgot. I thought you were still with by Grandmush and the soldier. No, never mind. We're all good. You're all good then because Grandmush passed and Morchella is over in the corner as a boar.
So I just spotlighted no one.
The spotlight comes up and maybe some like accompanying music, da-da, and nobody's there to.
Come on, find your light.
Yeah, find your. Where's your mark? All right.
Corners, angles, all the things casting directors yell at me.
Jeff, where is Francis ending up?
What? I think it'd run out the nearest kitchen exit. Was there only one entrance into the kitchen?
Well, you're not. Yeah, there's only one entrance in the kitchen. and there's no exit. But you said you stayed in the dining room, so you're like safe out of the kitchen. But it looks like
Oh,
this thing's
right.
getting ready to come into the dining room. So either you can go back in the living room with Steven and Kevin, you can go upstairs with Fiola and the little spider thing, or you can run out the front door and go back out back
I'll run
outside.
into the room with Steven.
Okay. Okay, you run in,
Steven and
you run through the dining room and or the rest of the dining room and back out into the living room. And Steven's like, "Oh, hey, Francis," and he's really like nerding out on Kevin's head right now. He's just kind of digging down and he pulls something out. He's like, "Oh, that's broken." Yep. Throws it over his
no,
shoulder.
no. What are you doing? Stand aside. You're messing up my handiwork.
What? No. Listen, you only repair the outside, right? What is important to us is on the inside, Francis. They always taught you that. Okay?
I'm
You gotta
gonna
look
go in and try and wrestle my way in to
inside.
this scene. He's like destroying Kevin.
Okay. Yeah, you're kind of getting over there and you're like really grasping what's making sure like he's not doing anything loopy, but he is it's hard to tell what he is doing. I always pictured Francis as a like a Cyrex type chick. Is that like she's into performance and mental magics? Is that correct?
Oh, what house?
But like that kind of feel, right? She's not real into tech or history.
No, I think she is on
Oh,
it.
she
That's
is?
kind of what she's pivoting into. I kind of
Oh,
pictured
okay.
her more in Tinker Yor. Like she's coming from a Cyrex industry state of mind and trying to pivot into more of a Tinker Yor. She
Oh.
likes the tech.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, then that'd be perfect then. Okay, so you're going over and you're giving a little bit of oversight into what Steve's. He looks very confident to himself on what he's doing, but the legitimacy of his work is yet to be tested. Okay. Anything else, Francis?
No, I'm just gonna like probably be ready to use mending on my next turn to try and fix what Steven messed up.
Okay. Okay.
But
Uh,
that's all for this turn.
Morcella, the soldiers back up, and you're the spotlight comes down, and then it just disappears. And the soldier you see, it's just getting ready. It's where you were when it tried to strike you the first time. It's getting ready to walk into the dining room. What would you like to do?
Yeah, before it leaves the room, I'm gonna just like do a little kicky get ready thing with my hooves and then charge right at it for a tusk attack, which is 1d20 plus 3, right?
I think I'm back. Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
You are back
Oh,
up.
freaking gosh dang. Does an 11 hit?
11 does not hit. Now this thing is you will say like the boar as you're scuttling across the floor in your head it was all like, okay, I just do this thing, which you've done before. You've been a boar plenty of times, but running across the muck, you didn't account for the lack of traction, and you just kind of slide into its butt, into its brass
It's
butt,
a slip and slide.
instead of actually hitting it.
She's just gonna sit there then. That's her turn.
Okay. Yep, you're right behind it, and you hit it, but it's not with enough force to do any damage.
She lets out a frustrated snort.
Let's see here. Mushy. Okay. Grandmush, you're still in here with Morcella. You just see Morcella run/slide across the mucky floor and smack into the soldier. You see the soldier is getting ready to enter the dining room where Ace and Francis are. And what would you like to do? It's you and would you say Woody? It's you and Woody standing here in the side of the kitchen. What would you do?
Grandmush sees that the contract is looking to head into the dining room with my friends. So they're going to look around and find a sack of flour sitting on the kitchen counter.
Mhm.
Reach over and grab it and be like, oh, not that way. Not just yet, friend. We've got so many meals to make. And then throw the flour up in the air and cast fog cloud between the construct and the dining room. So like obscuring that entranceway and any hallway that might be there in an attempt to keep them from going that way.
Okay. Okay. Very nice. All right. So the entire, as you throw up this small personal bag of flour, you throw it up in the air and it expands into this seemingly endless because fog cloud in this small of a space, the entire kitchen and part of the dining room, or actually most of the dining room, this flowery cloud begins to permeate throughout, and it's very hard to see.
Oh, I overdid it a little. Where's that spotlight when you need it?
Better to overdo than half bake.
Never half bake. Clean up
No
your.
soggy bottoms here.
Wait, is that enough? Is that enough to draw the soldiers' attention? Hold on. Yep. Wow. Okay. Well, it's not that smart, so it is immediately going to turn around. You have outdone all my work to clean up this kitchen. I have taken this for the last time. That's what you hear from inside the flower cloud. But Grandmush, anything else? Okay.
An action. That's all I can do.
Okay. You make it super cloudy, which is very good because yeah, it's,
With a chance of meatballs.
Oh, nice. It is going to take a full action to make meatballs though, and that's saying something. That's 6-second meatballs. Those are probably not the best. 6-second meatballs. Look for them in supermarkets. All right. Back to the top of the order. Ace. Good news and bad news. Bad news is that this robot, as heading in from the kitchen in your direction, sees you have its halberd. The good news is that you don't see him coming at you anymore, which could also be bad news if it's still coming at you. But everything in this side of the dining room is cloudy. What would you like to do?
I'm really a one-trick pony here. I'm gonna just and send another 12 bolts of lightning damage at this motherfucker.
Do you have a catchphrase like that goes with this?
Oh God, I shouldn't I? News at lightning speed. What is my accent? Fuck me.
Like a transatlantic
we're going little
flash.
shop here. This is very little shop. Tomorrow's news at today's lightning morning speed. I'm still workshopping it. We're gonna get it down.
That's how they talk in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean.
Nice.
And
nice.
I'm going to just step a little bit closer to this fucking child with his hand in my friend's brain. I'm still hauling the halberd. I'm keeping a very close eye on you.
Yes.
punk.
Just let me relax. Let me do my work. You're gonna be so impressed. It's gonna be great. And Steven goes back to digging in
I just have a
Kevin's
feeling
head.
I'm not going to be impressed. I just don't believe him.
Well, with that being said, it's Clockwork Soldier's turn. Okay. Ooh, the lightning is a bad thing. And so is not having halberd, but man, Grand Mush making that mess. That just set it over the edge. That's uncalled for.
The Sacre Bleu moment.
It is Geneva Convention breaking. It is all kinds of bad. It was this guy's job to clean the kitchen. So safety be damned, it's going back in the kitchen. And since it doesn't have its halberd, it doesn't have reach anymore. So more Cella. You are butt up against this thing, and it tries to walk away from you to go towards, you can't really see where it's going to, but you can see it's moving in the direction where Grand Mush was. It does have to leave your reach to do so. Would you like to make an opportunity attack?
Of course. Yeah.
You have to make it with disadvantage because it is super duper cloudy or flowery out here right now.
Gotcha. Oh, frick yeah. 16?
Oh, I think 16 hits. Stand by.
Oh my gosh, please.
Yes, 16 hits. Woohoo!
All right. I'm going to do 1d6 plus 1 of slashing damage with my tusks. Oh, 7.
Oh, stand by.
Yeah. Take that, you bucket of nails.
As
Ouch.
the
So
soldier
is that
as the soldier disregards you. How dare they? They disregard you and begin to walk towards Grand Mush's general vicinity. You get up on your little hoofies and you do like a big ram with your tusk. And as you do, you manage to get the tusk high enough to go up where its kidneys would be. You ram one of your tusks up into its kidney area, leaving a gaping hole in the brass, and you feel it puncture through into like cogs and moving mechanisms inside the creature. As you pull your tusks out, you hear it. It's normal, like click, 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 like normal in time clicking and moving is offset. It's very click click tick 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 click 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 tick tick tick. Like it's very not right. So you feel like you did something to it, probably permanent damage, as it is not in good shape.
Oh.
We have a very something very nice in the fact that that Grandmush, since it is not your turn, but you've had a turn, and it is now this creature's turn. The construct, it like just appears right in front of you because you didn't see it coming because of the flower cloud. It appears right in front of you. Does it scare you?
Yeah, sorry, I was muted. Yeah, as soon as it comes out of the fog, I go spores come out again, so it needs to make a con save.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh no! Don't cancel. There we go. Okay. Con save.
Wish I shot spores when I was scared.
Oh man, I was hoping it failed. Does a 12 fail?
My casting is 12, so I
Crap.
think it wins.
Yeah, darn it. Okay. It comes into view, and you see it like reaching out for you, like a hand out of the mist, and you eek, and the spores pop out. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem to like it's bothering the construct at all, and it reaches towards you, and you see. It's not Morchella. Morchella's memory was that of, a great punch. Your memory, seeing this creature's hand come at you in an aggressive manner, more like a grasping hand, more like an aggressive grabbing, and not so much a punch. It's a very similar trigger, but doesn't that remind you of why you're here, Grandmush?
Yeah. So, Grandmush, when they first came to school, came like I said, to learn about life and death, and maybe had to get a little necromancy going, and so they trained. Are there birds on campus?
Not typically, unless somebody summons them.
Oh, are there any animals?
Oh yeah, there's some underdark stuff, bats, bugs.
Oh, bats are good. Bats are
lots-
good.
There's all kinds of stuff. Yeah.
Grandmush, because like I'm gonna say that like bat wings are used in spells and stuff like that a lot.
Mhm.
Grandmush trained the bats to mourn their lost friends. So anytime someone makes like a potion with bat wings or something, a horde of bats comes and holds a funeral.
Oh.
And and Grandmush is always in attendance. Like you've got to do this together. But some of the other actual necromancy students had enough of it, and so they made a potion in the graveyard, and Grandmush comes to the funeral for the bats, and they animated a skeleton out of the ground. So skeleton comes out of the ground at Grandmush. And Grandmush, in surprise, goes, ah! And spores shoot out. And accidentally does necrotic damage to the bully, and they got thrown in here for that. Doing damage to other students, I guess, is probably not good.
Yeah, unless it's under strict supervision, that doesn't happen, Grandmush. Wow,
Yeah.
can't believe you let yourself go like that.
Necrotic damage to your friends, classmates.
There were
Not a great.
Yeah, there were burns. The nurse, what was her name? Meeblefoth. What's her first name?
Aww.
Big. There we go. Lana Meeblefoth. The nurse was not happy. There was multiple kids with burns, necrotic burns on their skin, and they all said you were the aggressor. You know, they were just trying to talk to you and plead with you to stop. You know, stop intervening. This is distracting and it's unhealthy. And you,
Oh, it's healthy for the bats.
yeah, and you got aggressive about it. You just wouldn't listen to them, and you're the bully. That's what they said.
Yeah.
But you know, only a few people know of that incident because you know why would they want to spread? Why would they want to spread the you know their truth about it too far if it's not real, especially in a campus where you can interrogate with magic. But yeah, so Grandmush, that's why you're here. You just went over to, you know, be at another funeral for the bats. And they even showed up. I mean, even the Kowalskis, those bats, you know, never show up to these things. And even they showed up to show respects. Yeah. And, but you showed up all to be scared into hurting other people. But hopefully the hand reaching for you now, well, you know, it's not a skeleton hand, but hopefully it doesn't, you know, it doesn't cost you what's cost you to be here. Your good name, and you meant well. Hopefully you meant well. Okay, the creature is going to try to attack you. It's going to try to grab you and throw you down in the muck. Like almost like pile driver, like wrestling move, slam you down into the muck.
Sumo style.
Yeah. What'd you mean? Let's see here. Oh, well, luckily for you, the flashback really got you in tune with the moment. Oh, wait, it's with disadvantage anyway, so it's even worse because it can't barely see you as it comes out of the fog. But it does find you, it does grab you, and it goes to pick you up. And as it does, its hands just kind of slide off you as you have some. The part it grabs has some kind of like fungus enzyme on it, and its metallic hand just slip off, and its hands go up to the sky. And then it puts them back down, and we shall meet again. And grows to grab you another time, but it can't. Its action's done. Oh, I forgot to roll for this last time. So he gets to roll to see if he recharges his flurry thing. And he does not. Okay, that is the soldier's turn. Well. Now we're back to Francis. Francis, so you're in a cloudy situation. You're hanging out with Steven, and he's tinkering on old Kevin's noggin. What would you like to do?
Oh, I'm trying to hip check Steven out of the way and be like, get back in there fix. You've messed up everything. I want to cast Mending, trying to fix up Kevin, undo the damage.
Okay. Well, make a. Ooh, how do I do this? What tool proficiencies do you have? Do you have any?
Ooh, fun. I hope so. Tool proficiencies. I have Disguise Kit, and like a lot of instruments.
Okay.
Flute, horn, lyre, viol. Are any of these helpful?
Not at all. Nope.
I think the flute could be extra helpful if I hit Steven with it really hard.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, as an assault thing. As an assault thing, yes. Make an investigation check then if you don't have.
Okay.
Because you are overseeing this. We're going to kind of give this as a gimme.
Investigation, that's 3 on the 20 plus 3. Doing this all on the 20, 14.
Okay. You notice as you're like, as you shove Steven out of the way with your hip, as he easily goes. Steven's like 85 pounds. So like you hip check him and he flies out of you and onto the ground, and you hear the of him hit the floor, and he's oh, it's so gross. Oh, what is that? Is that what? And he is assessing his horrible dilemma. But as you hip check him, and you looking at the hole that he has his hands in, the hole that you had patched up, you see that he had taken the patch that you made, or essentially like the metal piece. It is now an access flap. He didn't actually like bore a hole in. He just took the metal and made it a hinge.
You tell me he did something helpful?
At least on the outside, yes.
Oh.
So you're looking down inside of the construct. You don't know what Steven's doing, but nothing looks broken. Things look a little out of place, right? Like there's different cogs and little tiny gems that would kind of act as conductors and all kinds of crazy stuff, but nothing looks overtly broken. Like there's no broken pieces in here to mend.
Oh, okay. Is there anything obvious I can turn on to like reactivate Kevin?
You can turn him back on. I never even thought of like an on switch. You see one piece unplugged. It's just kind of like it's this little whitish blue, like the color of the the glowing emblem of Catharta. It's like that whitish blue glow is a gem that looks like it can be pushed into a socket. It is poised right outside that socket. You could presumably that's the like how you give him power, like everything.
Yeah, I would be plugging that back in his mass. And Steven, what were you doing in here? We had him fixed up already.
Okay. You push the crystal back into place, and immediately the front of Kevin, that Catharta sigil, begins to light up, and his eyes light up, and he does the Kevin, and like comes back into being, and he begins to stand up and gets his like round position. Hello. Should I show you the academy grounds?
Yeah, we can start with the cabin that we're in right now.
Okay. And do you close the hatch on his head?
If I can reach it.
Yeah. Well, until he stands up. I mean, he's not that big. He's only like 5 feet at height. He's just round. He's just like the image I shared on Discord. He's like a theme park mascot.
Oh, that's what that was. Okay, yeah.
That's Kevin. Yeah, that's. I mean, I took the Icebreakers mascot from Hershey Park, but that's.
I thought the Icebreakers logo was on purpose.
No, it was just on. I was using Juxtaposer on my phone one day, and I'm trying to get a Kevin one in there, but.
Oh, that was incredible! I was so happy.
So.
Okay, yeah, I close it because who would want to destroy that gorgeous silhouette?
Okay. Yep.
The hockey puck with legs.
You close the hatch. Well, this is our guest quarters, the living room. Would you like a refreshment?
No, I'm okay.
That's great to hear.
Steven, what were you trying to do with him?
Steven's like standing up. Oh, it's in places I don't like it. Ew.
You are in places I don't like. You're all up in Kevin.
That's no. What? No, he's whatever. You don't know what you're talking about. I fixed him. You only kind of fixed him. I fixed him.
Well, bravo to you. He's all fixed and giving us a tour.
Well, that's what he does, I think. And Steven takes that.
Kyle, this voice.
He takes that and he's happy. Steve's happy now, even though he's covered in yuck.
For the audience, Steven's token is Bad Luck Brian, by the way. Going with his voice.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's right. I guess I could put those things on the overlay here. Yep.
Is,
Bad Luck Brian.
I just love the duality of both those things.
Yep.
That voice coming out of that fella.
When Steven came into being in last season, it was like that's all I could picture whenever he's talking. Like, yep, that's got to be his pick. Okay, so Steven backs down Kevin's now back alive and has yet to show any signs of quirkiness, other than, I mean, he's just a little weird himself, but no signs of
Does he
glitches
have
yet.
hands?
Yeah, big
Great.
big white poofy hands,
Oh my god.
big white poofy feet.
I love Kevin.
Yep, he's a happy boy again. Okay. Francis, is there anything else you'd like to do? I would have taken your action to do all that, but do you have bonus action or movement or anything?
No, my mending was my action. I don't think I'd move anywhere.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, you didn't need to mend, but like opening it up and getting or like messing with the hinge, getting in there and actually connecting it back together, that would have same thing. Would have taken your action.
Okay. I'm good.
Or actually, because mending would have taken longer. Mending takes a minute, I believe, to cast. Common misconception.
It does.
Yeah,
You're
common
right.
misconception on being able to do mending in a battle, but that's okay because he didn't need to anyway. Marcella, back to you. What would you like to do? Are you hoofing it?
I'm hoofing it again. How far am I away this time?
You're not exactly sure how far away from the soldier you are because it disappeared into the flower mist.
Okay, that's fine. I'll
you know what direction it went.
Really step forward then until I find it.
Okay. You like step forward, you're squinting your large boar eyes, and then you see it right in front of you. Easy peasy.
All right, and it's gonna get the tusk skin.
Okay. Unfortunately, still at disadvantage, but that's okay because its attacks are at disadvantage as well.
6 doesn't hit.
No. 17.
I'm just kind of squinting, and I'm like, huh, like just nudging it with my tusks uselessly.
Yeah. As you're like swiping at it because it's moving at the same time, so it's hard to judge where it's going to move because you keep losing sight of it. You do manage to like get a tusk up by it, but it's not enough to do anything yet. The last shot was really good though. Okay. Next up is Grandmush. This thing's on you, reaching out like the skeleton.
Yeah, Grandmush is going to look at where they tried to grab them before and just be like, oh dear, I've been cleaning up messes longer than you've been alive. And I plan to remain that way. And when she looks back up at the thing, her eyes are going to be glowing because I'm going to use my action to use the Circle of Spores wild shape, where I grow fangs and claws and my eyes start to glow red. And I'm going to use, I guess, my reaction now that it's my turn again to use the Circle of Spores thing again.
Okay.
So they have to make another con save.
Okay. Oh boy. Let's see here. Son of a gun. It makes it.
No, that's all right. I've got a very low spell save DC.
Kyle, you're the kindest DM. You're so excited for us, like when we succeed, and you're so sad when your enemies miss. It makes me feel so supported.
Yeah, I don't want. We're on a team. Just because I make the things, I don't want them to get you.
I never had a DM not root for my demise before.
Yeah.
You've been playing with James too long.
I got system agnostic on Thursdays.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't like murder. It happens, but I don't want it to happen. I want us to win. Okay, but despite the spores thing, so you're saying that your Circle of Spores, your special wild shift is an action, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. Marcella could confirm that for me, but
Double check. So. Because
the Halo of Spores?
No, not the Halo of Spores, the actual wild shift replacement. Because the newer wild shift replacements are transitioning to bonus actions, I believe, which is how they should have been in the first place. But
I don't know about updates, but I have written down here as an action you can expend wild.
Never mind. Yeah, it was. Yeah, that was I think it was a Xanathar's class, wasn't it? So
also, wait. No, wait, never mind. Okay, I'm good.
Or yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. So you transform. Your spores just aren't quite enough right now. This thing has probably been subjected to them quite a bit, so it'll be hard for the necrotic to burn into its brass exterior. We're back to the top of the order. Ace, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna really surprise everyone here, and tomorrow's news, fast as lightning, little snappier, not quite the same. We're workshopping it. If anyone has any recommendations, let me know. That's 10 points of lightning damage.
Nice. We'll say thematically, as you're giving your new workshopped your 1.1.7 update
exactly.
of your signature. Grand Mush, you transform into your brutal form, and you're getting ready to lunge yourself forward. The soldier grabs you in your mid transformation and lifts you up, and is getting ready to like throw you or slam you down or something crazy like that. Despite how big you are, this thing manages to get you up, and as it does, you hear the sound of crackling coming from this thing's face. You hear the coursing of lightning going from the spittle all over its face into its body and down through all the clockworkery. It had 1 hit point left for real. So yeah, Ace's lightning magic finally just zaps this thing, and it just kind of like slowly crumples beneath you. And you just kind of not flatten it, but you help it along its way at falling down, and it's nice because it's laying in the muck, and now you don't have to. So you're now on top of the defeated or the defeated clockwork soldier. No one else can see it, but you're there. Yep.
If I had a nickel for every time I fell onto a clockwork creature, I'd have 2 nickels. Not very many, but seems like a lot for one day.
Oh, you guys hear that coming from the mist, out of view, but Grandmush sounds very pleased with himself. And I guess, Ace, you would feel the connection between you and your electrifying spit, the connection, that arcane connection, like just vanish. So it's no longer with us.
Hell yeah.
Grandmush, would you be dropping the flower power after this thing's defeated, or
Yeah,
keep that up for now?
immediately.
Okay. So the flower just kind of unleavens down to the floor, and it's now clear. No more baddies. Clockwork soldier. Everyone looks out in the kitchen and sees Grandmush standing on top of the clockwork soldier. And what are we doing? What would we like to do next, gang?
Morchella wants to stomp on it.
Oh, okay.
On the robot angrily. Just a couple times, and then
No,
she's gonna walk.
It's not its fault. It was probably fucked up. Don't worry. Hang on, Kevin, can you please carry this for me, buddy? And I want to try to give him the big old fucking haber. And I'm going to pull out my quill and I'm going to write my name on it really big so that no one ever tries to take it from me. And then I'm going to go see if I can find another little pink mite using my glass on the body of this poor guy we just killed, even though it was probably not his fault that he attacked us.
Fair. Okay.
I'm going to write a scathing article on the state of the robot rights on this campus. We're going to wake up the people. We're going to lead a revolution.
I did the same thing with bats, but I don't know. People didn't feel very strongly about it, apparently.
Do you think I could maybe get an interview with you on that? I feel like really spreading the word, spreading the news might reawaken our basic mortal compassion for these creatures.
It can be called Bats and Bots.
I love it. An expose.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be our first article, our opening. I've been waiting for the perfect article to
Bats, bots,
launch
and bullies.
this paper.
Marcella's heard enough of them talking, and then just like Tusks like flips the thing over, so you see the back of its head where the thing was.
Okay. You pull its head up with your tusk, and exposing the small hole with the pink glow coming out of it.
Hey,
See
Steven.
its third eye. It has a conjigger.
Yeah, you want to come fix this guy too?
Oh, I am incapable.
Oh no, I meant the guy with Steven.
Yes, I'm cleaning. I'm cleaning. Oh, it's in my fingernails. Oh, gross. Thanks,
I think
Francis.
Francis is good at it, right? Francis. Francis? Or is it Guillermo?
What? Guillermo? You mean Guillaume?
Ah,
Guillaume.
he's got it too. I'm not the only one afflicted.
No, Guillermo's busy. He's like directing a movie or something.
Yeah.
Can
that-
you
Nothing
repair
else.
this? This is your thing, right?
Yes, absolutely. What am I trying to fix? The construct that we just beat?
Yeah, they call you out to look, and you see the clockwork soldier. Morcella in boar form has its head propped up so that everybody can see the hole in the back of it and the glowing pink coming from inside the hole on on top of its dome.
Unfortunately, this
Oh.
isn't my specialty.
Oh boy. Okay, it's not supposed to be like this. I'm gonna go over and inspect the hole in its head.
Okay.
It's not supposed to be like this.
Correct.
What was
Yeah,
the
it's
actual issue?
obvious. Yeah, because it's like it's like it was pushed in, torn, almost like like a bullet hole. It looks like it was bored out. Definitely not designed to do that.
I've
I'm
looked at
gonna
my
give you a
journal and I'm
choice. You can make an
interviewing
investigation. Oh, what's up now?
Oh, I'm just interviewing Grandmush while all this is going on. I'm no longer trying to clean. I'm just trying to get a good scoop.
Okay, that's fine. Yep, get it while the info's hot. Francis, you can either do an investigation check or an arcana check, depending on how you want to examine this situation, or what kind of answer you want.
I'm going to lean on the arcana on it. If this, I like the mixture of the magic and the mechanical. See if I
Okay.
can discern something.
Absolutely.
Okay, so that's +3. It made no difference. It's a +3 modifier no matter what.
Oh, okay. But that's okay, because depending on how, like, what you're looking for, that's the important part. Less so the number.
Yeah. Narratively, I got 14 on arcana.
Okay. You're examining the hole, and there's not much to be said about it. It's just a crude something blue or bored its way into this thing's skull. But as you're looking down in it, all the intricacies of clockwork creatures might not be your thing yet. Might be, you're interested in tech, but it might not be your thing yet. But you can definitely tell that crystal, for one, is the same, very similar, or the same as the one that was on the back of the spider, though it's a little larger than that one. But it looks like the same design. You also see that that little tiny construct with the crystal on its back, it's still in there. It's still in there on the creature's brain, quote unquote.
Okay, so it has one of these weird crystal parasites. I don't know what they're doing. We should try to remove it before closing the hole. Does anyone have like a, I don't know, this hole's too small for me to like try and reach into it and pluck it out, I assume.
I'm pretty good with my fingers.
It's very tiny.
I say is the no, my fingers aren't that small.
Yeah.
I'm not that good with my fingers.
Fingers aren't that small. Okay, I don't think it's a good idea to fix up the outside until we get this thing out of it.
I mean, I've got like a quill. I can try to like jam the tip of the quill in, pop it out.
All these holes have been big enough to fish tools down in, just not like hands. You could get like one finger or maybe two, but you wouldn't be able to see, and you would have limited dexterity inside there. So probably some kind of tool, like a quill, maybe, if it's a sturdy one, might do something.
Yeah, does anyone have anything that's narrower in width than a flute?
I got a quill.
Okay.
Or my fingers are far narrower than your flute.
It's not helpful then.
But
Can I borrow
is
the quill,
narrower
please?
than the fingers, so if we're going in descending order.
Okay.
The
Let's
scale.
start with the smallest one.
Okay.
I please borrow the
Oh, I have
quill?
thieves' tools. What the fuck? Hang on, I'm good at shit.
Okay, then use your thieves' tools.
All right, I'm
I don't
gonna
know.
use my thieves' tools.
You can do that. I've never stolen anything. Don't ask me.
Hashtag ace on the case, indeed. I'm gonna use my thieves' tools.
Okay. That is a good, yeah, that's a good set here. Aside from Tinkers, that's probably the best.
Oh Lord, that's not very good.
Okay.
Wait, what was that fucking roll? Hang on. That's wrong. That's a well, I rolled a 3, so that's still not very good. So that's a 3 plus a 3 plus a 2. Oh no, that's what that is. That's how math works. Yeah, I think I broke your toy, Francis. Sorry.
Make alongside that, make a sleight of hand check, please. How sturdy were your hands in there? Okay, so the hands were sturdy, but manipulate the hands were sturdy. So luckily, that's kind of to see like mitigating damage on how sturdy, how well you did it. You did it well. You got the thieves' tools ready. You found the appropriate tools that might help you out here. You putting them in, and you're trying to manipulate them from out here. Hands were steady. Everything was going well. The unfortunate part is that when you went to like kind of almost like a tick, like pulling it, grabbing the little mini construct with the tweezers, you went to pull it. You see the crystal on its back, pop, and shatter inside the skull.
Shit.
Like
you want to turn it upside down and shake it out? See what little chunks fall out?
I mean, it's essentially dust. It's not like big chunks flew out, but you do manage to pull out the frame of the construct, like the frame of the thing. It's just little tiny metal pieces like you had before. They're just little tiny fragments of metal that have a darker metallic color to them. Very similar.
It's probably good enough. We can patch it up. We got rid of the little parasite thing.
Yeah, you want to try and turn this thing back on, Frankie?
I'm gonna cast mending to try and patch up this fella.
Okay. What's as Francis is magically healing this construct? What's everybody else doing for the next minute?
Can I call Steven over and be like, Steven, did you find a parasite in Kevin when you were mucking about?
Steven, see you see him out there, and he's like looking Kevin over. He's walking around him and like looking under and looking at his feet, looking at his... no, I didn't see any parasites. Just this little pink thing. I don't know. I got rid of it.
Do you still have it? Where'd you put it?
Oh, it's over somewhere over there in the muck. I don't know. It popped when I pulled it out. It's really dumb. It's like a light bulb or something. I don't know what's a pink light bulb inside your like hello bot. That's dumb. Why? Do you want a pink light bulb? I could try to make you one.
Have we caught actually the donkey has been acting normally, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay. And so has the little spider thingy?
Since you removed the pink thing from it.
The one that the Roomba.
Yes. Although that one looked like it was damaged on the outside, like something was trying to do something similar.
Are we still missing one of the robots?
There were supposed to be 6. How many do you have?
Spider, Roomba, Donkey, Kevin, Warbot. So we're missing 1.
Donkey, Yode.
And we've been through all of the rooms, right?
Yeah, you've been through the entire cottage.
Well, the other one we found outside, so maybe it's like behind the cottage.
I like it. Do you have a nickname? Morchella? Does everyone just call you by your full name?
Morchella's still a boar, so she's not saying anything. She's just gonna start like
Oh, hilarious.
Sniffing around, but like go head out round back the cottage.
All right, I'll follow the boar.
Okay. Okay. So you, Morcella, you lead an expedition outside of the cottage. Who is going to leave the cottage and walk out through the mucky yard? Now, remember, the yard, as I described last time, has these streaks in it, these patterns, these trails of clean spot. So there are clean areas to walk. But they're not. They're very sporadic. It's almost like spirals and sharp lines and whatever. They're just these trails of clean spots.
Oh, that might have been Guillaume.
That was before you guys got here, or when you guys got here.
Oh.
Yeah, Guillaume. No, Guillaume does beautiful little piles. I'm telling you what. Look, I saw them on his Etsy shop. They're really nice. Okay. So yeah.
Don't oversell Guillaume. He can be kind of a jerk sometimes.
Oh. Okay. Well, I'm only. Look, I only know what I read. Okay. So okay. Who's going on the outside expedition? Going to walk around to the back of the house. Okay. So it's Morcella followed by Ace. Anyone else going with them?
I think I'm still in trying to fix the construct.
Okay, yeah, okay. So you're gonna fix the soldier, okay? And Grandma.
I will wait for Francis to fix the construct and then head out with Francis when they're done.
Okay. You two are inside, along with Kevin and Steven. Steven's just admiring Kevin, and he's like trying to make small talk with him. So really, tell me, where is the best place to study? I must know. Oh, no. Okay. Have you ever heard of me? No, really. Okay. Well, maybe by a different name. Okay. And he's just like going on and making small talk and trying to get the bot to compliment him and make him feel better about himself. That's going on in the living room. You guys are in the kitchen, and Morcella and Ace going outside. Now, when you exit the front door, which side do you go around first?
Is there a trail leading, like a clean trail that leads around one of the corners, obviously?
Okay, so let me use my artistic prowess to paint a picture for you. A lovely picture. So you see that circle there? That's a circle. It's definitely a circle. This is the cottage. Right there. Supposed to be centered, but whatever. And these lines, well, we'll say that give me brown, a little earth tones and some happy. Okay, so that brown, which is too close to the red, but that brown is the path leading from the entrance into the cottage. Now the lines that you're seeing, the clean marks that are lines you're seeing in the grass, they go a little something like this.
Oh.
Okay. That is that's the pattern. Probably exact. I don't fucking know. But that's the randomness of these lines. With each line, you see the grass is clean, and that there is a divot or a trench, a small like slice into the dirt, into the grass, and into the dirt in the center of each clean line.
All right, I'll just go left then. It doesn't really matter. I'll find it
I mean,
eventually.
I have to ask because it might matter.
Okay.
So I mean, it might not matter to Morcella, but it might matter to what happens to Morcella, depending
I'm
on
following whichever way she goes.
what side she goes on. Okay. All right. So you guys are. Oh no! It needs to go behind. It needs to go behind it. Oh, that's nope. All right, to the back. There we go. Whatever. All right, so you guys go outside the house, go out the front door, and you make a left. You start going around the right side of the house, or it'll be right side from where we're looking at now. Morcella and Ace, go ahead and make a perception check. I'm trying to think of which check here. Perception check, please. both of you.
It's a 6.
Okay.
20. Nice.
Morchella, barely, but you notice something very subtle. Your thing is, oh damn it! We already did your backstory, so I couldn't even do a nice segue into that. Your thing is earth, plants,
Dirt.
dirt,
Yeah.
being in touch with those kind of things. You can sense variations in, the shifting of earth pretty easily, more than most people, obviously, according to that perception check. As you walk around the side of the house, the more you walk, the farther you walk around, you begin to feel a rumble underneath your feet. It's so subtle. It's so very subtle, but like a shifting, a feeling of like a little tremor, like just something's a little off. Very, very subtle. Most people would never notice it, but you, come on, what you think?
Dirt's one of my mainstays.
So you're walking
I
around
like
and
mushrooms, I like dirt.
you notice this oddity. It's not enough to be concerning, but it's there.
And I don't see anything yet.
You're looking around, both you and Ace are looking around. Neither of you see anything.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna continue looping back around the cottage until I see something.
Okay. Well, it just so happens that as you go like another 10 feet, so let's say you and Ace are right about here in the comparison to the cottage. You're right around the corner from the front of the cottage, okay? So you're on its right side. You're right there. And you're halfway back going the length of the cottage. And then something happens. And Ace, actually 1 and 2, Morchella, 3 and 4, Ace. Okay. So it would be behind Morchella, which is in front of Ace. Okay. Ace, you would be the first. Not the first to feel this, but the first to see it. Something pops up out of the ground in front of you. A little tiny stick. It's metal, but a little tiny. It looks like a lollipop. A stick with a round thing on the top of it, a round ball, poking up like a lollipop out of the dirt, right in front of you. And as you're walking and Morchella's walking, she can't see this. She's looking ahead and looking around, but you see it beneath your feet. As you guys are walking, it's keeping pace with you, between you. This little tiny metal rod with a sphere on the top of it, making no sound, just following you on the path.
Oh, fuck.
We're
just gonna turn and go, hey, buddy.
Okay. You stop.
Like wave at it.
You stop.
Yeah, she'll stop when Ace says something because Ace has been quiet up until now, which is strange. And then
there's something wrong.
And then turn around. She's like,
okay. You turn around and you see Ace like bent down, looking at this little tiny metal rod with a sphere on the top. And when you two stop, the little lollipop stops. And as you when you bend down to look at it, what are you saying? You say, "Hey, buddy." What are you saying?
Hey, buddy. I'm gonna like put my hand out as if it wants to sniff it.
Okay. The little lollipop shifts a little bit, like in your direction, towards your finger, but not like up against it. And then the sphere, it rotates, and the bottom of the sphere now becomes the top of the sphere, and the bottom of the sphere is a glowing pink eye. The ground beneath both of you erupts.
I'm out of spell slots.
As a construct emerges like a gopher out of the hole. Where's my pictures? Oh shit, I didn't prime this one. Oh, there it is. Okay. Let's plop this on the board. Boy, it's gonna be dramatic. There we go. There it is. Okay, it's coming.
Oh Jesus!
Oh,
Holy shit!
That's
Oh my
not.
god!
The little lollipop is on the top of its head, or the little rod, and the little eyeball on top of the rod is on top of its head, and it's a long, probably 6 feet long, snake-like clockwork construct,
Fuck.
like a
Nice.
worm almost.
I'm
And
totally gonna die.
it pops up, and it's not real. It's 6 feet long, but it's only like that round. So it's like as round as a basketball. But it pops up, and unfortunately, it immediately attacks you.
Yeah.
Glowing pink lollipop on top of its head. It's so cute that you were trying to be so nice to it. I'm like, oh damn, no, don't be no. Oh no, don't get close. But it it ends up popping up out of the ground at you. Now, this all took about a minute for us to get to this point. So, Grandmush, Francis, you finish mending this creature.
Mhm.
You see that it also has one of those little crystals on the inside that's out of its socket. It's almost like these never mind. I don't go into details like that. But you see that it's all with things jumbled around the inside. You would also have to turn this one on if you'd like to turn it on.
You mean this construct that was just attacking all of us?
Yeah.
Trying to murder us with a big axe?
Yep.
Yeah, I'll turn it on.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds about right. Okay. You finish mending it. You're like, okay, everything looks healed and right.
Very confident in my work.
You must be, because the murder bot you're getting ready to turn on. You turn on that construct and finish mending up the last little bit of its outside so that you can, it's closed. You do that, and it immediately comes to life. One thing that the two of you in there notice when it comes to life, that its eyes do not glow pink anymore. They glow green, as in the picture, or as in the token picture. It sits up. I must have been sleeping on the job. Ha ha ha! Construct joke. Where is my broom and my axe? Or halberd, whatever.
I don't know. Do I remember where the axe got taken to?
Theoretically, it was supposed to be a broom fashioned into a halberd, but I forgot to mention that earlier. So, damn it.
Wow.
It was supposed to be creative. You don't know.
It's so creative. I love it.
Actually, you do know where it's at. You can see Kevin with it in his hands on the other room.
And my name written really fucking big on it, Francis.
Yeah. We must finish. This is a mess out here. I am sorry, madame and madame. It freezes looking at Grandmush. I'm not sure what you are, but you're yucky. Please exit my kitchen so I may finish cleaning.
Rude, but okay.
I said please.
Go by yucky now.
I said please. I must finish my task.
Grand yuck. That's me.
Grand yuck. I shall catalog your name. I am sad to hear it has yuck in it. Anyway.
What's your name?
My name. Thank you for asking. I now have to make one up.
I
Francois.
Mine. Oh, I see.
Oh, that sounds kind of like mine.
Oh.
Hi, I'm Francis.
Francis. That is very amusing.
I'm Francis, you're Francois, and I'm leaving because I leave. I want to get out of this guy's
I shall
way.
simulate a laugh while you're walking away. Ha ha ha. And even though you're leaving, Francois is going to follow you because he has to come in and get his broom halberd thing.
Oh, this is awkward. Walking in the same direction.
Yeah. Okay, see ya. And then it's following you. Okay, so all of you go into the living room where Kevin and Steven are. Fortunately, you're all together. Unfortunately, does Ace and or Morchella make any kind of noise outside when this thing erupts out of the ground underneath your feet? Well, between you two.
Motherfuck!
Yeah, I'm screaming.
Okay.
Motherfuck.
Booking it.
So as Grandmush,
Grand yuck. Get it right.
Recognize the name, sucker. All right, as you two go from the kitchen into the living room, you see Finola come from the upstairs downstairs carrying the little spider who has made a little heart out of some fabric from upstairs, and it's holding the heart in its pincers. And Finola is saying, look, I taught it to do this. And it's holding the heart out to Grandmush and Francis. It's like little tiny hands going, trying to give you this little, it's like yay big, little tiny, not cross stitch, but whatever, little tiny fabric heart.
Gonna try and take it very carefully.
Okay. You grab it, and as soon as you grab the tiny little heart, you hear the screams. Motherfuck. I think that's what the first one was. And then Grandmush was yelling. Oh wait, Grandmush would be a squeal, wouldn't she? Because of aren't you still in boar form? Or yeah, I'm sorry, Morchella.
Yeah, doing a pig squeal. Yeah, you hear motherfucking a pig squeal.
Nice. Okay.
Motherfuck sweet.
Wow. There's the combo of a warning symbol right there. But as the little tiny spider hands you the heart, filling your heart with joy, that's where we're going to leave today's session. Finola now joined back with the group, and most of the group, and now a new threat appears. Hopefully the last threat, because we're down. The last construct is here, and hopefully it won't take us long to take care of it. One, because we'll have more people next time, hopefully, and two, because it's not that big. It's the
just
size
a
of
giant snake.
We'll have Bree, who hasn't blown all our first level spell slots yet.
That's right. Yeah, we need a fresh set of spells in here.
First level. Sorry, does anyone here have not first level spell slots? I'm jealous.
Nope. No, you can't get second level slots till level 3. Unless they're baked into your class somehow, but or subclass. I still don't think they're any that soon. Okay. So anyway, that's it, gang. I really just want to get into this last little bit with only a little bit of time left, and that way Nell and I have time to get ready for work and not have to blaze off like last time. But yeah. So anyway, that's our session 2, and we're almost done here. Whew, almost done. This thing doesn't look like it. This thing's not a warrior. It doesn't look like a warrior per se. But
that's good. The token you dropped sure did.
It's very intimidating looking. But this thing is it cleans the grass, though it's not quite in the mood for it right now. But we'll see what happens. So thank you everybody for joining us. Not that I could see any of you because Twitch hates me right now and I can't even log in. So whatever. But we will hopefully be back again next week. May or may not be. I know at least one of us might not be able to make it. So we'll see. If 2 of us can't make it, we'll postpone another week. We'll see what happens. We'll let you know in the Discord.
I canceled the date to be here next week, so
it's commitment.
That's commitment. I'll be here.
I'll be here.
So I'll be here if we need to. What was I going to say? Oh, yes. Okay. Rachel, before we get to our outros, actually, no, we'll do our outros first. And then I'm giving you a warning, Quelmar business. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll start with you. That way you have time to prepare Quelmar Nalgin stuff. So Rachel, Grandmush, can you tell us, your stars and wishes for the session, please? Stars. Oh yeah, for those who don't know, stars meaning something you liked about the session, or something that really caught your eye, and then wishes something you'd like to see either evolve from this session or just in general within the campaign.
My star is actually probably going to go to Francis hit checking Steven out of the way to more poorly fix Kevin than what Steven was already doing. Because I think that tells you so much about Francis. And my wishes is that I am really excited for us to manage to get one of these pink stones without actually crushing it. Because we crushed every single one, and I'm so curious as to what it actually is.
Yes, that would be cool. It looks tough. It's such a very fine action to do. Rachel, do you have any other closing thoughts for you? Any of your plug stuff or anything to add on that?
I run a small business called Thread Theories. I make plushies. I make that and other cute plushes. Threadtheories.com.
Awesome. Check it out. They are wonderful. And that's good, because now we have bats down here in the campaign, and we can draw some inspiration for some plushies while you're
Corporate synergy. It's out of control.
Yep. See, it's woven into everything here at Guilmar. Awesome. Speaking into woven into everything, now can you you and your bat friend, can you tell us your stars and wishes for today and any closing thoughts for yourself?
Yeah, my star is for the absolutely unhinged, beautiful backstory of Grandmush teaching the bats to hold funerals for their murdered and scavenged for their parts fallen companions, and then getting pranked by a bunch of teenagers. It was it had me in hysterics and has continued to have me in hysterics. And my wish is just to hang out with Grandmush more. I just want to be friends. And I wish to hang out with everyone more, one-on-one and as a group, and just more like buddy cop shenanigans.
Bats, bots, and bullies, right?
Yeah.
Bats, bots, and bullies.
Oh my god, I love it.
Look for the article coming up soon. Awesome. What we
That's
got?
Not a joke. It will be coming soon. Got
to develop the paper. I can't wait to see the campus paper. It might make it into the book if I add it into my already established writing curriculum. So we'll see. Okay. Next up. Damn it! I'm sorry, Eric. I put myself in a corner. I was hoping for a good segue there, and I don't have anything other more than Erica, you're awesome. And why don't you give us your stars and wishes and any closing thoughts for yourself?
Cool, for sure. My star today. I'm sorry. I'm brain fogged. Let me start. My wish is that we get to leave this realm by next session. I'm excited for us to get into classes because I want to know what y'all pick, and I want to not forget what I picked by the next time I play. I'll write it down so that doesn't happen. Shoot. What was my I remember my star now. My star was how hard you were trying to be like, there's danger. You detect danger outside. What are you gonna do? And we're like, we say hi. He's a cute little friend. That was it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Buddy.
Awesome. Yeah. I know we got to get to our class stuff. We need to that will all definitely start next session. And yeah, very much looking forward to getting back onto main campus. I thought we were going to finish right at the end of today, but I always project that horribly. But it's we're close. We won't have a whole big battle like we did before. I don't foresee that unless something crazy happens. But hey, something crazy is bound to happen when we pass it over to Jeff. Jeff, can you give us your stars and wishes and any closing thoughts for yourself?
Yeah, my star, it's got to be Ace writing their name on Kevin in the big bold letters, like a Dexter's Laboratory episode with the label makers. So it's like, my name's on it, that makes it mine.
Yeah.
And my wish for future episodes to make up on the fly the reason that Francis is in detention in the first place. Can't wait to find out. Plugs. If there wasn't enough Jeff death for you tonight, you can tune in tomorrow to System Agnostic, where I may or may not will probably die. Maybe.
May or may not probably die. Maybe.
Hashtag Jeff death.
Yeah. Must be the season. Damn. Okay. Well, despite that being the season, or Jeff death being the season, we're gonna enjoy his company here. and hopefully learn about Frances and learn what's brought her and who else do we have to get? Frances and Ace. Yes. So Frances and Ace will learn why they're in detention next session. Fingers crossed. Okay. So that's it for everybody. I'm Kyle, and we'll do a little Quelmar stuff here, and then do an outro. But my stars and wishes for this week, star, I think, star is how easily you all have picked up your backstory of like why you're here, how we just improv that so easily. Especially when I just give you a transition, like something's happening in the game, and I'm like, okay, I not planned at all. Perfect time to insert. Hey, why are you here? Because and this thing has to have something to do with it. And you guys roll with that great. It's awesome. That's yeah, truly special every time. And like Jeff said, I can't wait to insert something really dumb and say, so Francis, this reminds you of why you're here. So then you got to make up why you're here and why this thing is even relevant to that. It's good. It's good times. Good times. And that's my star. Wishes are also to get back to main campus, and damn, just to see not only what comes of this, but to see how like the director and anybody else reacts to you all being in here and doing this. Like you're gonna come out nasty. I'm gonna make it sometimes stupid, like there's a tour of people coming in or something, and you guys have like crud and nastiness all over you. Who knows?
It's
Who knows?
a metaphor for the school.
it's part of Ace's research. You have to get into the muck and the and learn all the facts. But anyway, yeah. That's it for me. Rachel, what do we have as far as community business and upcoming games and such?
Yeah, so Quelmar is popping off right now. On Twitch, there is several different campaigns that you could watch. On Mondays, we've got a Cyberpunk Red Twitch campaign going on. On Tuesdays, we have Once Upon a Town with the Lich themselves. Wednesdays, of course, is First Class. Thursdays, we have System Agnostic, which Jeff is also in. And then in person in State College, we have the community campaign going on right now called Greedy Green. So if you're in State College and you're looking for an in-person campaign, that one is always accepting players, of which our lovely DM also DMs. And many of the rest of us also play in. Otherwise, QuelmarCon, tickets for QuelmarCon are live right now on QuelmarCon.com. You can come meet all of us in person in Maryland in June. It's going to be amazing. You can stay on site. You can apply for discounts through either scholarships or being part of the staff if money is a problem. And we are just all very excited about this. Otherwise, raising money for QuelmarCon, I am selling D20 ornaments at threadtheories.com. Talk about corporate synergy. But all of the proceeds from that do go to QuelmarCon. And we do have an online game brewing by the other 2018 Quelmar player. So keep an eye out for that. And I think that's about it.
Come to QuelmarCon, meet us in person. I'm signing autographs for $20.
That's right. Well, if the Jeff's dead thing doesn't just keep sliding around killing all your players, who's gonna want an autograph from a person who can't even keep players alive? Or not players, player characters.
Trending.
Yeah. But that's okay. Awesome. One more thing. Oh yeah, that's what I want. Arkenforge. So our sponsor, Arkenforge, is a wonderful map making program, and I use it for our Greedy Green games, for our IRL games. It works wonderful for IRL games, making your digital maps, incorporating them into your games. It's very versatile. And you know what? Just like somebody doesn't want you to, in Hollywood, doesn't want you to send them your scripts, but you can send James the questions about Arkenforge, because I'm sure he wants all of them. But yeah, far better at it than I. But it is truly a wonderful program. Thank you for sponsoring us, Arkenforge. Anywho, yeah, till next time, everyone, have a wonderful week, and can't wait to see you back at Catharta Academy. And keep rolling the dice. Just slide it right in there.
I'm begging
Yes.
you, please keep rolling them. Roll